Did you know physicists genuinely believe there might be as many as 7 hidden dimensions surrounding you right now? Reality is so perfectly concealed, they're impossible to see or touch, yet subtly shaping your life at this very moment. Imagine worlds invisibly woven into your own, influencing every thought you have, every atom in your body, yet forever beyond your senses. Could the universe be unimaginably richer, deeper, and stranger than you've ever dared to imagine? Albert Einstein himself confessed, "It is entirely possible that behind the perception of our senses, worlds are hidden of which we are unaware." Imagine spending your life chained inside a cave, believing shadows dancing on the wall represent reality itself. What if our universe, the entire world you've always known, was similarly nothing but a shadow cast by deeper, higher dimensional truths? But here's the fascinating conflict. Despite our advanced science, we've never directly proven these hidden dimensions exist. So why pursue something invisible, intangible, perhaps unreachable? Because every time humanity dares to question its perception, it profoundly transforms our reality. 2,000 years ago, Plato warned us we might be prisoners of our limited senses, seeing only shadows of true existence. Today, physicists echo this ancient wisdom, confronting us with a stunning yet unsettling question. Are we brave enough to face truths hidden beyond the walls of our perception? And what could understanding these dimensions mean, not just for science, but for your own existence? Right here, right now? Stay with me, because what you'll discover today won't merely challenge your mind. It could change forever how you understand yourself, your universe, and what reality truly means. You've spent your entire life comfortably navigating 3 dimensions: length, width, and height. Add time and the universe feels familiar, intuitive, complete. But what if your entire perception was just as limited as an ant walking along a tightrope, completely unaware that the rope has an extra dimension, a circular path the ant simply can't perceive? In 1919, a little-known German mathematician named Theodor Kaluza did something daring. He proposed adding a 5th dimension to Einstein's universe to elegantly unite gravity and electromagnetism. Nervously, he mailed his radical theory to Einstein, fully expecting rejection. Yet Einstein responded with unexpected enthusiasm, praising the idea as splendid. Suddenly, a dimension previously thought impossible became scientifically intriguing. Just like Galileo peering through his telescope and discovering hidden moons orbiting Jupiter, Kaluza opened humanity's eyes to hidden possibilities that were always there, waiting quietly for discovery. Yet could we ever directly detect these dimensions? Surprisingly, we might already have. In the late 1980s, scientists at CERN recorded anomalies suggesting gravity itself occasionally disappeared, briefly leaking into higher dimensions. Though not conclusive, these strange moments hinted that hidden dimensions might not only exist theoretically, they could be subtly interacting with us every day. Imagine you could suddenly perceive a 4th spatial dimension. Turning a left-hand glove into a right-hand glove without flipping it inside out, an impossible feat in 3 dimensions, would become simple child's play. In higher dimensional spaces, mysteries like dark matter and quantum gravity, which have puzzled scientists for decades, might suddenly make perfect sense, just as astronauts looking down from space instantly grasped Earth's true form and unity. But if higher dimensions genuinely exist all around us, why can't we perceive them directly? Because these hidden dimensions are compactified, curled up smaller than a billionth of a trillionth of an inch, too tiny for our eyes or instruments to detect, yet embedded within every point in space. Anais Nin once said, "We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are." Could our inability to sense higher dimensions simply reflect biological limitations, not reality's boundaries, but our own? Are we like flatlanders, beings constrained by perception, unaware of the dimensions curled invisibly around us? Ask yourself right now, could everything you've ever believed about reality be just one layer of an infinitely deeper truth? And if these hidden dimensions genuinely exist, what unimaginable secrets might they quietly hold, patiently waiting for humanity to awaken and discover them? Have you ever wondered if another version of you exists right now, living out a completely different life, perhaps happier, richer, or even more adventurous? According to physicists within higher dimensional theories, every single choice you make spawns not just one new reality, but countless others, branching infinitely into universes you'll never know. Imagine this. Each decision you make creates an entirely new world, a staggering 10 to the power of 500 potential universes, each equally real, endlessly expanding, and completely invisible to you. Picture your life as a path through an endless cosmic forest. Every step forward represents a choice, left or right, yes or no, each decision instantly creating countless new paths, branching into futures you'll never experience. Yet within the fifth dimension of string theory, all these alternate versions of your life coexist simultaneously. Right now, alongside this moment, infinite versions of you are living infinite variations of your reality, completely unaware of each other. Now step back even further into the sixth dimension. Here, you wouldn't just see alternate versions of yourself, but entire histories branching from the Big Bang itself, universes where humans never evolved, worlds dominated by creatures never imagined, or timelines where major events unfolded dramatically differently. Each of these universes stretches outward, parallel and unreachable, each just as vivid and tangible as the reality you're experiencing right now. Yet, reality doesn't stop expanding there. In the seventh dimension, things become even stranger. Here exist universes arising from entirely different beginnings, completely unique origins, as distinct as separate cosmic forests scattered across an infinite landscape. These universes have radically different laws of physics, making them unimaginable to our human minds. Some burst briefly into existence, others linger quietly, eternally cold and lifeless, forever isolated and unknown. But can we ever truly know these hidden realities exist? Surprisingly, quantum experiments show particles mysteriously disappearing and instantly reappearing, as if briefly slipping through unseen dimensions. Physicists can't fully explain these behaviors, but these inexplicable moments hint at dimensions quietly influencing reality hidden just beyond our senses. Pause for a moment and consider, could understanding these hidden realities fundamentally alter how you view your own life? Like early explorers pushing past horizons once thought endless, are we again standing on the brink of discovering new worlds? This time hidden not across oceans, but within reality itself. We've traveled far beyond the dimensions that humans can readily picture. But now we approach realms so abstract, so vast, they threaten to shatter our minds. Can your imagination stretch even further, beyond the possible, into realities so strange they defy logic itself? Step carefully into the eighth dimension, a realm encompassing every possible universe, each branching not just from different decisions, but from infinitely varied cosmic origins. Imagine yourself standing inside Borges's infinite library of Babel, a library filled with endless books, each volume containing an entire universe. As you pull one off the shelf, a universe identical to ours, but where Earth has two moons. Another describes an alien existence where time flows backward and life never formed. Each book represents a distinct, fully real universe. Every possible existence, imagined and unimaginable, laid out before you simultaneously, infinitely. But even this infinite library pales in comparison to the ninth dimension. Here, universes differ not merely in their origins or timelines, but in their fundamental laws of physics. Picture worlds where gravity repels instead of attracts, universes with no space or time, realities utterly alien to everything we understand. And at this point, human intuition fails completely. Our minds, so accustomed to our own familiar laws, simply collapse under the weight of infinite possibility. And now brace yourself. We arrive at the 10th dimension, the absolute edge of imagination. This dimension holds everything imaginable and everything unimaginable. Every conceivable existence, every paradox, every impossible reality coexists simultaneously. Infinity itself becomes tangible here, defying even our most profound attempts at understanding. To glimpse this dimension, even briefly, is to confront the overwhelming beauty and complexity of existence itself. Yet, astonishingly, the story doesn't end there. In 1995, physicist Edward Witten stunned the scientific world by revealing an 11th dimension, a final hidden dimension unifying 5 separate theories into one elegant framework, M-theory. Imagine holding puzzle pieces that appeared unrelated, only to realize they fit together perfectly, forming a breathtaking larger picture. Witten's discovery suggested that reality itself might be far more unified, interconnected, and profound than humans ever dreamed. But if these dimensions truly exist, why can't we directly experience them? Renowned physicist Lisa Randall proposed a humbling answer. Perhaps humans are trapped within a 3-dimensional sinkhole, fundamentally unable to perceive higher dimensions surrounding us. Imagine ants crawling along a thin wire, forever unaware their universe is actually curved, containing dimensions they cannot even fathom. Could we be similarly limited, forever blind to vast, beautiful dimensions curled invisibly around us? Pause again and deeply consider, is it possible your entire life, your struggles, joys, everything you've ever known, is constrained not by reality itself, but merely by your biological perception? Could higher dimensions offer humanity not only scientific revelations, but profound insights into who we truly are? The universe might not limit us by what's possible. It might simply await our imagination to catch up. Perhaps, by exploring these hidden dimensions, we're doing more than expanding science. We're expanding the very meaning of being human. Did you know your brain deliberately filters out nearly 99% of the sensory information around you right now, deciding exactly which tiny fragments of reality you're allowed to experience? As astonishing as it sounds, your eyes perceive less than 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum, essentially blind to almost every aspect of reality. Bees see ultraviolet patterns guiding them to flowers. Snakes sense infrared warmth from prey, but these worlds remain forever hidden from human eyes. If creatures like these perceive dimensions of reality invisible to us, is it possible our biology similarly prevents us from perceiving higher dimensions woven quietly around us? Immanuel Kant once boldly proposed that space and time might not be objective reality, but merely projections created by our minds. Imagine your life spent chained in Plato's cave, watching shadows flicker on the wall, convinced those shadows are reality itself. What if the entire universe you know, the people you love, your ambitions, your dreams, is merely a shadow cast by a deeper, richer, higher dimensional reality you've never perceived? Consider how easily your perception is tricked by optical illusions, how your mind constructs realities from partial information. Scientists discovered your brain processes stimuli up to 13 milliseconds before your consciousness even becomes aware of it, effectively deciding reality for you. Could this hidden neurological editing explain why your senses can't grasp realities beyond 3 dimensions? Might your brain, evolved for survival rather than truth, be permanently hiding dimensions it finds too complex, too overwhelming to manage? But there's something deeply transformative in realizing your perceptions might be limited. Astronauts returning from space report experiencing the overview effect, a profound emotional shift that forever changes their worldview. Seeing Earth floating fragile in the darkness, they feel overwhelming empathy and unity. Similarly, exploring hidden dimensions offers humanity its own cosmic overview, a chance to look beyond our limited experiences and realize our true, humble place within a breathtakingly vast universe. Yet exploring dimensions isn't purely philosophical, it's deeply human. Throughout history, humans consistently shattered barriers of perception. We crossed oceans once thought endless, stepped onto moons once unreachable, and peered into galaxies our ancestors never imagined existed. Now, hidden dimensions present the next great frontier, not a place we must travel physically, but an evolution of how we perceive reality itself. Could technology one day grant humans higher dimensional perception? Scientists already experiment with sensory augmentation, devices enabling people to see infrared or sense magnetic fields. Imagine a future where seeing higher dimensions becomes normal. Just as Galileo's telescope unveiled unseen planets, perhaps new inventions will soon reveal dimensions currently hidden in plain sight. But before that day arrives, ask yourself this deeply personal question. Are you ready to accept that your current understanding of reality might be incomplete? Are you courageous enough to embrace a universe infinitely richer, stranger, and more beautiful than anything you've ever allowed yourself to imagine? At the start of this journey, we faced a fascinating conflict. Dimensions proposed by string theory remain scientifically unproven, so why should they matter to you? After exploring dimensions beyond imagination, after challenging your senses and perceptions, we return to a surprisingly powerful truth. Understanding higher dimensions isn't simply about science, it's about expanding human potential. Centuries ago, humans thought Earth was flat, limited by horizons they dared not cross. Yet explorers courageous enough to sail beyond those horizons didn't just discover new lands, they forever transformed humanity's understanding of itself. Higher dimensions similarly invite us to expand our horizons, this time beyond physical journeys into new frontiers of imagination and consciousness. Edward Witten, the physicist whose groundbreaking discovery of the 11th dimension unified multiple theories into one elegant reality, reminds us humanity remains at the infancy of cosmic understanding. Imagine future generations looking back at our current limitations with kindness, just as we gently smile at past civilizations who believe stars were merely lights in a dome above. Perhaps higher dimensional awareness represents humanity's next inevitable step, something our descendants will consider obvious, even though today it seems impossibly abstract. By recognizing our universe as just one small thread in an infinitely intricate tapestry, we gain perspective, the rarest, most precious gift humanity can receive. Viewed from higher dimensions, your everyday struggles, your fears and hopes become beautifully humble. Just as astronauts seeing Earth from orbit felt profound connection and compassion, embracing higher dimensions gives humanity a chance to see itself with profound clarity, united, vulnerable, and beautifully small within a vastly greater reality. Yet, why should exploring these hidden dimensions matter personally to you? Because this journey isn't simply theoretical, it's profoundly hopeful. Every time humans stretch their imaginations, every time we bravely step beyond known boundaries, we redefine ourselves. Exploring these dimensions isn't merely a scientific adventure, it's about becoming better humans, more open-minded, more courageous, more connected to the astonishing universe around us. Here's one final astonishing fact. Human civilization repeatedly assumes it understands reality, right up until new discoveries prove us stunningly wrong. Accepting higher dimensions requires humility. The courage to admit our vision remains limited. Such humility doesn't weaken us, it elevates us. It opens our minds, our hearts, to the infinite wonders still awaiting discovery. Marcel Proust once profoundly observed the only true voyage of discovery would be not to visit strange lands, but to possess other eyes. Perhaps exploring higher dimensions represents exactly that, a journey towards seeing the universe through radically new eyes, redefining forever what it means to be human. If this journey stirred your curiosity, your imagination, if it made you wonder, dream, or see yourself differently, take a moment right now to like this video, subscribe, and share it. Together, we're not merely discovering hidden dimensions, we're exploring the hidden potential within ourselves. Just as the horizon once marked the limit of our world, perhaps higher dimensions aren't the limit of reality. Perhaps they're merely the next horizon, patiently awaiting humanity's courage to journey beyond it. If this journey stirred your curiosity, your imagination, if it made you wonder, dream, or see yourself differently, take a moment right now to like this video, subscribe, and share it. Together, we're not merely discovering hidden dimensions, we're exploring the hidden potential within ourselves. Just as the horizon once marked the limit of our world, perhaps higher dimensions aren't the limit of reality. Perhaps they're merely the next horizon, patiently awaiting humanity's courage to journey beyond it.